Hello, my name is Vanny, and today I'll talk a little bit more about the urban hikers, what to learn about. So I have a set of questions that I'm going to answer. So I'll tell a little bit about my story as walking, as weave into my personal life. How do I use it, and why it's so important to me? I'm standing here, talk to you about it. On a personal level, Vanny, I'm originally from Congo. I've been here for over 18 years. I will say I've used urban hiker. My ability to explore on foot in urban setting is to expedite or accelerate the sense of belonging. Usually when you arrive to a new place, meaning you have no familiarity with the environment, my first instinct is to get familiar with the place, do some asset mapping, look where is the cool place are, where is the good coffee shop, good bookstore, good bars, good restaurant, church, park, you name it. It's part of the whole experience. That's for me has been the way I expedite my. I feel like I belong to the community. I want to know who live in the community, and from there, I'll be able to settle. So, and the next question is, how do you plan your routes to ensure safety and interest? Um, Walking, there's a controllable and uncontrollable things. The controllable is you. You can get to explore places, and the uncontrollable is circumstances you meet on the road. And one of the things with the urban hikers, as an individual, is to always avoid danger, to always be aware of your environment. You cannot control your environment outside, but you can control how you self walked into stuff and to be able not to get entangled with anything that is not desirable. All right, the next question. What gear or equipment do you find essential for urban hiking? And because it happened in urban setting, for me, a good pair of shoes are the most fundamental things. Water, but most of the time, you in urban environment, there's always establishment, coffee shop, restaurant. You can always stop to get water and to get refuel. So it's a low planning, and I'll shoes ideally. Depend on the weather. Umbrella can be a plus. So, can you share a particular memory of experience from urban hiking? And I think it's like finding your tribe or finding your vibe. I think for me, it's like you go in a corner, you're like, whoa, this neighborhood that I walked in, I was like, oh, I want to live here. And there's a lot to share. I think most of the time it's just the people that I've met, a lot of interesting people that I've walked with. People really have a deep interest in certain subject matter, and to be able to share those experiences with you and sort of expedite your process of understanding in a field that you have no clue. I think that has been for me the most exciting. So it's the people that I find interesting. Also architecture. Cincinnati has sort of for American city or not, there's a lot of European influence here in my city. So it just give you that vibe of small international city, and a lot of people come. So, and okay, how do you deal with challenge such as traffic, pollution, and crowded area? I think as a walker, you have the mobility. You shift courses. You always go with your comfort level. And pollution, we live in an urban environment. We share the same ecosystem with car and motorists. So we sort of weave in through the pollution right away. And I tend to go walk places where it's less drivable or trail that, but it's almost impossible sometimes. I think that's the reality of modern day. We have to coexist with cars and different things. What tip do you provide for individual interest in starting urban hiking? Yes, you mean explorations. It's exciting. It's exciting to explore because you just expanding your horizon. You become expert in your own environment. So my suggestion is to aim first for things that you like to see. If you're a museum type, you like museum or you like architecture, you can start just by concentrate your walk in a place where is traffically dense. So within a map, you can be provided where is the highly walkable places in a city. You can find your starting point. If you drove in city where you can park your car, that's where your journey starts. I would say is you can start by destinations and go around the destination, loop around the destination. So maybe your goal is to go see the museum. Instead of parking near the museum, maybe just go park 1 mile away or 2 miles away, then walk your way back to the museum, vice versa. Then you make an experience out of it. So I think, yeah, it's a matter of like self-generate an interesting route, an interesting destination, so you can make walk enjoyable for you. How do you balance urban hiking with your daily life and responsibility? I think sometimes you integrate walking part of your daily. So, meaning walking for me is important. It's not a wear. As long as my feet are moving, I can be anywhere. I tend to integrate either during my break or early in the morning. So there's always time. So trying to integrate sort of meeting, you arrive a little earlier, park a little farther, walk a little bit there. So there's a multiple way you can extend and you can integrate walk. Those are interesting story urban hiker. What interests you about city and town on foot? Yeah, I think it's just the personality of cities. Each city has its own personality. And so the collection of different people and the history that has been part of the city. So those are some of the things that interest me. I walk in DC, just different places, Pennsylvania, Austin, New York, Portland. So there is I say Paris. All this is like different people, different personalities, a collection of different breed and different architecture. So it is there's not a each city has its own flavor, its own particularity, things it offer. So the modalities to explore and allow yourself to be surprised. Sometimes when I walk, I follow my interest. If I find an interesting route, that's the way I will lead to. Do you have any concern or fear about starting your urban hiking journey? Well, self-awareness, fear and responsibility. I think fear won't allow you to explore. I think you have to foster a good relationship with fear. Really decompose. What is this I'm fearing? Is people, is my own safety? Then you start using sort of common sense. Is this a highly popular area? What is am I feeling safe walking this place? How is my body responding in this environment? There's a set of cue that you become in tune with yourself. You become with your home sense of danger. And I don't think it should not be irrational because that will not allow you to explore. So you have to be rational based and explore, and that will give you a lot of insight. What kind of distance or terrain are you looking to explore initially? All terrain. And if you have good shoes, meaning you explore everywhere, you are an explorer. The terrain is not a limitation. The limitation is time and how long can you go. So the rest is up to you. Should explore everywhere. Be familiar. Take a high resolution mapping of your area. Are you looking to join any urban hiking group or prefer to hike solo? It's both. They both are important. Sometimes walking solo is important. Sometimes walking with a group is important. And for people who never explore new places, first timers, sometimes in a group is better because it can eradicate the fear of your own safety. You have the group as a buffer zone. And after you're familiar with the area, you like just to clear your mind. I prefer walking by myself as much as I walk with people. So it's all depend if I feel socially want to connect it or if I want to sort of intellectually want to clear my mind. How do you intend to prepare in terms of fitness, understanding the local regulations? Well, it's not rocket science. It's not a team. You do not need the hoop. You need the shoes and the sidewalk and the destinations. And walking is sort of universal. Walking fitness is all about pace and distance. You go with the pace that is comfortable for you, and you walk the distance that is comfortable for you. So there's no right and wrong. You go with what your body allows you to go. What type of scenery or landmark are you most excited to explore? So depend what city I'm in and what they have to offer. So it's always what your location is, what is offering. That is the what on the menu du jour. Ah, how will you assure your safety during your walk, especially in unfamiliar area? Like I say, common sense, have a sense awareness. If you walk by yourself, you make sure that you're not being followed, not to be paranoid, but change direction. Don't be too touristy, meaning pay attention, not get lost. So there's a sense of like you scanning and walk affirmatively with your, like you going somewhere and meanwhile you explore. So are you planning on combine urban hiking with other hobbies like photography or historical exploration? Yes, all those things are integrated. It's part of the experience. We think I am a photographer. I use urban hiking to do street photography. And for people, also history, learn a little bit more about the city. So we're going to integrate all those things, become the offering, become an educational portal. And I do believe that's the way community won. And sort of the ultimate goal for us as urban hikers is we're not chasing sustainability. Sustainability is byproduct of a strong community. So if you build a community first, then all this byproduct will take place. So if a community get to walk, they get to engage, they get to be part of an exciting movement. I think there's a lot of things you can solve. So I highly suggest for community sort of is a soft power, a way to extend yourself, a way to understand what is the common problems that community face and be part of the solutions. And we think like walking as more people walk, it's going to be less of a punch to the medical system where our disease be the number one killer here. So, but as more people walk, the heart get healthier. So the less coronary disease we're gonna have, the less time people are gonna be spend time in the hospital for those reasons, and the more time they're gonna enjoy, they're gonna spend time with their community. So the idea of urban hiker is an individual and collective journey, and taste yourself, join a community, guide. I think we're at the precipice of big change where humanity need to learn to be more human. We need to learn to engage, to discuss important issue in a much more efficient and clear setting, because the ecosystem, the setting is more and more important than anything. When the setting is correct, we can have any conversation and confront any challenge. My name is Vanny. Walking has been part of my life. Walking is my way of creativity. I use walking to constantly monitor my own progress. The more I walk, the sure I am that this progress is taking place somewhere. My advice to you is walk as much as you can because you are made to walk. Thank you.